For the next few days, I'm going to be solo camping and trying to catch my own food to eat. We're getting deep into the mangroves chasing big mud crabs, taking the Troopy beach camping and spending a night out in the ocean. This is going to be a fun one and I'm bringing you guys along for the ride. Let's get into it. We are back in the mangroves. I got a companion with me. Hello. She would kill me if I went mud crabbing without her, so Vixie's coming with us on this one. She can't camp at the beach we're going to tonight though, so it's just going to be for this first part of the morning, and then I got to drop her off back home and we're going to continue this solo for the next couple days across this creek here. But the plan is we're going to go try find some mud crabs. It's been raining all night, so the crabs should be out and about this morning, and then we have a little weather window, camp out on the boat, something like that. So we're going to take it as it comes, work with the weather, and just have fun for the next couple days. But that's the creek I was looking for. We need to get deep, dirty, and go find some crabs up there. Let's go, Vixie. Phew. Oh jeez, that's actually deep. I need to grab a mangrove tree. Oh, all right, let's go, Vixie. This is so deep here. We've been following this creek upstream, and what we're looking for is these holes in the mangroves. It's about as wide as my hand. That's a promising looking crab hole. So we're gonna go in for a feel, see if there's a big buck in here, and hopefully this will be our first crab of the day. Yep, there's a crab in there. Put my finger on his claw. The aim of the game is to get the crab and keep 5 fingers, so gotta be really careful. I don't know how big this guy is. Feels like a solid crab. Oh God, yeah. Jeez, man. He's a big crab. Oh, there we go. Yes. Yes. And that's how we do it. That's a legal buck. That was a bit of work. I tell you what, that was harder than I thought. It wasn't a deep hole, but he just was sitting in there so defensive. So he's coming home with us. It's not a crazy big crab, but it's a good eating size. It's not a breeder, so it'd be good to take this one, and he's nice and solid. So that's the main thing that I look for with crabs. When you catch them, kind of push on the inside of their legs just here. And if it kind of flexes a bit, it means they're a bit soft. Some people like soft shell, but I like when they're real solid. It means they're really full of meat. So that whole claw on both sides, it's gonna be chockers with meat. He's a good crab. So what I'm gonna do is, I've picked up these old coffee sacks from the local farm, and it keeps the crabs really, really chill. So it's like a big Hessian bag. Some of you older viewers might have seen these around back in the day, but we're gonna put him in here. There you go, buddy. And the trick is, if you keep these Hessian bags damp, crabs can actually stay alive for many days, and they feel like they're in their burrow, so they feel nice and safe. And as long as you're dunking this in water, keeping the crab's gills nice and moist, they can survive for a few days. So that's what we're gonna do. Fingers crossed we can catch one more crab. I don't wanna be too greedy, but I think 2 is gonna be good for this challenge, because I got a few days ahead of me. So it's our first crab in the bag. Vixie. Okay, I won't lie, that was a little bit of a mission. It's got me exhausted, but we're gonna keep moving on. We need one more crab. The deeper in the mangroves you go, the more likely you're gonna get a crab. Pretty decent section of the creek right here, so there should be some big holes around here, some big crabs. There's a hole there, there's a hole there, there's a hole there. It's looking crabby. All right, we got another big crab hole right here, so I'm gonna go in and see if I can get a crab out of it. Okay, I got him. That's a good little buck. He's a bit bigger but he's not like a giant breeder. He's a pretty solid crab, but a fair bit bigger than the last one. We'll wash him off and have a look, but it's another decent crab. We got the 2 that we wanted. That's awesome. He's coming in for a bar. There you go. Righto, there he is, all washed off. He's a good crab, definitely bigger than the last one. What do you think, Vixie? The crazy thing is, the contents of this bag in today's age would probably be worth like almost 150 bucks for these 2 crabs. So we've just gone out and caught some really expensive, tasty seafood. That's the protein we need. I'm gonna mix it up with a bit of other stuff, rice and things like that to make it go a bit further, but we've got to collect our protein. That's what we're doing for this challenge. So there's our 2 crabs. I guess we start charging back, eh? We're gonna charge out of these mangroves, get the hell out of here. Something that I cannot explain to you guys or like really stress enough is how bad the midgies are. Like, it's quite still this morning, surprisingly. So the midgies are just out and about. You can cover yourself in mud, but they get through anything. Bug spray doesn't work. I haven't used that stuff for years, man. So I usually just rub mud on myself, but even then it's just not enough. So I hope her fur's protecting her. We won't spend too much time out here. We're gonna head back. We got what we need. Oh, come on, Mixie. Yeah, let's get out of here. Looks like a little snail, mangrove snail. Now, I'm pretty sure you can eat these, but I'm not 100% sure. So I think I need to figure out the ones that are edible and the ones that aren't, because that could be some good tucker. But I'll leave this guy, put him back up there. I'm gonna get her home and washed. I'm gonna pack the car and boost up north, find a cool beach to set up for the night, cook some crabs and stuff. There's a big log there. I bet someone's hit that for sure. Look at it. I've let the tires down. She's in low range and the hubs are engaged. No recovery gear, but don't need it. Here we go. Woohoo! I don't know about you guys, but that looks like a storm, so I might need to cook this crab up pretty soon. Woo! That's boiling. We're gonna get the crab in. I thought that'd fit. We're gonna have to do these one at a time. All right, that one should be ready. Surely. Second half going in. It's gonna be a solid feed. Righto. They should be done. Let's see if I can take that out. Now while I let the crab cool, it's just gonna cook up a tiny bit of rice. This one is actually pre-cooked, so it's already been cooked. You basically just bust the packet open, dump it in there. We'll put 2 in because I'm pretty hungry. Bam. And that'll go really nice with our mud crab. That smells so good. Bit of salt, bit of pepper, bit of sand in there too. It's all right. Soy sauce, chili oil. Gonna pop that in there, stir all that up. Oh. Hey, there we have it. Oof, that's hot. We got our mud crab right here, and we got our soy sauce, chili oil, brown rice. Just fried that up on the tranche. Ready to hook into all this goodness. My first meal of the day. So excited. All that crab and rice is in my belly and it feels so good. I think it's time for a little sunset dip. Try not to get eaten by sharks. The water's so warm, man. That was amazing. Woo. Cruise back to the car, have a little shower, jump in the Troupier. Have a look at the sky, it's turning it on for us. And then the beach, just pumping behind, a few clouds moving in. I think we'll have an early one because I'm absolutely buggered from today, but I'm just gonna take all this in. Catch you guys soon. How good's that? I'm gonna head to bed, guys. See you all in the morning. Oh, this thing's glow in the dark. That's cool. Check out the view. I think the sun's just rising over there. I had to do up all the windows last night because as soon as that wind dropped off, these little buggers, do you see them came in? There we go. Oh. Holy. Sun's coming up, there's a bit of rain, but it's looking beautiful this morning. Woo! Look at these barrels. Look at that! Well, I got no brekkie to cook up and no camp to pack up. We're ready to go pretty much, so I'm gonna warm the old girl up. How bloody good does a V8 diesel sound? I freaking love this car. I got this idle up start, so just press that. It raises your revs up to just above 1,000. We come back here and it's like music to my ears. I'll just warm her up for a little bit because we're pretty much going full throttle as soon as we hit that sand. I haven't seen a rainbow since I was a kid, I reckon. What is this? What is this? Tell me I'm not tripping, but does that kind of look like a body face down? There's his legs. We've got a bit of a sun shower, rainbow going on, a dead tree man right there. It's all happening right now. Jeez. Tell me I'm not wrong, that looks like a man. All right, set it. Funny story actually, there's a little cafe at the end of this track, which I've stopped in a few times before. However, the last time I ate there, I got salmonella and I was on the toilet for like 7 days. It was brutal. So that's why we catch our own food, guys. I'm not even doing it just for YouTube. I genuinely am sick of getting so ill from takeaway. So know where your food comes from, keep it fresh, keep it healthy, and you'll feel 10 times better. We're gonna boost straight past that cafe. Damn, I thought we were going to be having some extra food. That's empty. All right, we got a big wall of rain coming this way, so we're just going to have to play this one by ear. It's all part of it. We're in the hands of the weather and the wind and the tides now, so it's not about what I want to do, it's just about what we can do. So, I'm going to head in over here. It's a nice spot. Probably a good anchorage for tonight, and yeah, we'll see what happens with this weather. Gonna cook the crab up right now. While it's not raining too, we better get it out and have some lunch because it's coming close to 24 hours since I've eaten last. It's ridiculous. I've just put my mud crab out, so he's not gonna feel anything. I packed the big pot, so he's gonna fit in there just fine. Yep. We'll grab some seawater Beautiful. Woo. I didn't think that through. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh. That was not my greatest cooking moment. You gotta flick those little things up so big pot can rest on it. I always cook my mud crabs in salt water, just better flavor, it's better for the crab. It's where they came from. So we're gonna chuck him in when that comes to the boil, and that'll be lunch. It wasn't getting hot enough up the front. There's a bit of a breeze coming through, so we've moved it down here behind the console, but it's been sitting for like a good 10 minutes and it's not boiling. Like it's just before boiling, like 90 degrees or something. So I just don't think this is gonna work. It's a little bit of a slap in the face because I'm so hungry and I just put the crab out. So we're gonna have to cook it in the next hour or so. We don't want to go on off. But yeah, that's just not boiling at all. So I've just realized we burnt through pretty much most of our fuel and I didn't bring the metho. Man, what the hell are we gonna do? That is not good. I might have enough to cook the crab this half, but tomorrow, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Man. Another way to get a good feed is have a look through the mangroves when the tide's up. Look for a dead branch. They can hold oysters and things like that. So we're gonna have a little look around, see if we can find one to take back. Healthy little stack of oysters. We'll chuck it in the coffee bag. Oh, shit. I'm gonna stand on that. All that and we only got one cut. That's a solid effort. Knowing myself, I'd usually be covered in blood after that. Alright, that's tucker sorted. Hopefully we have enough gas to at least cook up the crab tonight and then we can worry about making a fire or something tomorrow for the fish. But found some anchorage which I may stay here for the rest of the night. So what I'm gonna do, there's a little turtle over there. We're gonna try this again, but I've got the smaller pot, so we'll do it in halves like we did yesterday. This is our last bit of fuel, so if this doesn't boil, we're not gonna be eating crab tonight. Yes, she's boiling. I'm just gonna throw a claw in. Ah! Yes, we might have to cook this tomorrow, but I'll put him on ice in a minute. Yes, I can't believe this is working out. Righto, I've just made a little ice slurry, stole some from in here. Cool that crab down, that's just salt water. And the rest of that mud crab's gone in the esky. I'll show you. There's some ingredients for tomorrow. It's sitting in there, so got 3 bags of ice, bit of QP. Here's a little teaser. Yum. Got that paste in there. And some veggies, but we'll save that for tomorrow. Lock that up and I'll give that about 5 minutes to cool down. Have a go at that. That's one of the fullest crab claws I've ever seen. Bit of salt, bit of pepper. I think we've earned this. Bit of QP. Can't imagine my life without this stuff. Have a go at that. You'd pay top dollar to eat that. Doesn't really get any better. It really doesn't. That's one of the best crabs I've ever eaten in my life, and to think I don't even get the whole thing. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the oysters out of each of these little clusters, depositing them into this, and then what I'm hoping to do is that other little butane gas stove that has like 30 seconds of gas left, we can just heat up that rice, throw these in, we could have some chili oil rice and oysters. So that's the plan. Yes, that's a good one. Right. Oh, that was quick. Man, that thing cranks. Let's go. Rice in. Bit of chili oil on that. That was a lot of soy sauce. Look at that. Not bad for a little afternoon task. There we go. As you can see, we got oysters all through there, little baby ones, and brown rice with chili oil, soy sauce, salt and pepper. Have a little taste test for you guys. Get some oysters in it. Oh, I nailed that. I gotta do it. You know I gotta do it. Ow. Where is it? Yes. Come on, you gotta treat yourself. All that work getting the oysters out, gotta reward yourself. Smash that with QP. There we go. I'm gonna hook into that. Mmm. Oh, that was good. So I bought this thing online, it just fits the rib like literally perfectly. And with a little bit of modification, we just whacked some stainless steel eyelets in, and I got these adjustable bungees that are sort of just gripping on under here. And it's pulling it pretty tight. So that's gonna be our shade for tonight. There's two main things I don't like about this setup. The first being that you can't really access the anchor well. And I think that's a bit dangerous, you know, if weather blows up or whatever reason, you gotta pull in the anchor or throw it out. It's kind of blocking you. I mean, you can undo it and like kind of feed it through, pull it in if you really had to, but it's a little bit difficult to access that. So that's definitely worth noting. And the only other thing I don't like is I think that it's just too small, where the rain that hits this windscreen's going straight down and straight down through here and onto my feet. So at least we got a pretty calm afternoon. I don't doubt we're gonna get rain tonight though. So this is mock 1, guys. We're just gonna test this out in this sheltered little area, see how it goes, and make some notes for next time. Let me know down below if you guys like it, if you have any recommendations or other ways of doing it. It's sort of the best I thought of so far. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm very happy to hear what you got in mind. But now I just gotta get my mattress, chuck it up under there, get the pillow, and we'll be on for the sunset. I'm really happy about our anchorage. It looks good and bed's all set up, so I don't really have any more jobs to do except chill out. I think it's bedtime. She's a tad claustrophobic, but it'll be all right. At least we got amazing conditions, so guess we're gonna head to bed, and I'll see you guys at like 3 AM. I think we're gonna get out there real early, so I'll see you then. Good night, guys. There's a few baby squid on my anchor line there, but we're not chasing baby squid, we're going for Big Mackies. Let's go. We definitely have some adjustments to do to that bedding situation. I did not sleep amazing. It's It's 3:40 right now. First light is at 4:40, so we got an hour to start making our way to the Cape. I just had a look at the weather and the wind's down, but there's 2 storms that are cruising over the Cape. So everything I want warm is in the dry bag. Packed up. So I got all this nice deck space, rods on the back. Let's get it started, I reckon. That's all right, we'll get it warmed up, we'll be on our way. So what you may or may not be able to see directly behind me is a lighthouse sitting up on that cape. That's Queensland's first ever built lighthouse back in 1857, I think it was. And obviously back then it was lit with an oil wick. And then over time it went to electricity, then solar, and now it's fully automatic. And the laser beam actually reaches up to 30 kilometers offshore. So it's pretty powerful. A lot of boats have come undone out here. So that's why they built it. And hopefully I won't either. We got a bit of swell, so it's been a big slog out here, but we're almost there. It's a beautiful looking morning and I haven't seen another boat, so that means we could be in luck. Early bird gets the worm, so hopefully there's some mackies around and just take one. That's all I'm allowed to take anyway, but that's all I need, so fingers crossed. Pretty cool lighthouse. You know, I woke up at 2:40 and somehow we're still late, but we finally made it. Let's get these rods out. Let's start trolling, eh? All this effort and I got bloody rusty hooks. You'd think I could have at least sorted that out. Oh well. Right, we got a deep diver just in behind the boat, and this one's a shallow one, way out the back. Pick up to trolling pace, set the drags, and that's about it. There's a storm out there. I don't know which way that's moving, but hopefully it's not this way. It's awfully quiet this morning. Haven't even had a hit. We've been trolling for about 2 hours. I'll probably troll for another 2 hours just to make sure, but it's what I love about this spot. You never know what to expect. Last time I was here actually, had a big shark charge up at the back of the boat. Whoa! That was a big shark and it just friggin' attacked the outboard. Where's he gone? And then I caught a GT like directly after that. Check out the head on him. He was grunting and everything. I'm gonna shoot him back into the water and hopefully he swims off all right. See you back in there. Oh, there he goes. Yes, he kicked off strong. That was so much fun. And today just might be one of those days where nothing happens, but that's fishing for you. What's going on here? I don't believe that. We just got a plastic bag, man. Far out. I knew something was pulling on the line. We just put in a plastic bag. What's the actual chances of trolling straight through a plastic bag? I'm happy we got that out of the ocean, but now I'm thinking about it. Does that mean it's not a complete donut sesh? Because we still caught something, right? I'll be back for you, Mackies. Well, we got a huge mission to get back home, so I think I'm gonna start making that journey now. I'm absolutely shattered, man. The last couple of days have been so exhausting, but so fun. If you guys like this, let me know down below. And if you wanna see more, you can subscribe. I'm gonna go on heaps more adventures this year. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one, wherever that may be. Ew.